Right, as you can see, I've taken all of that makeup off now, apart from a bit of mascara that I've left on for demonstration purposes. Right, so what I'm going to show you now is a very natural nude look that I used all of last summer, actually. And instead of a regular moisturiser, I used our Aloe sunscreen SPF30. Most people would absolutely recoil in horror at putting factor 30 sunscreen on their faces because of the texture of it, but I just wanted to show you this one. It's also a great base for makeup. So I'm just going to put slightly too much on there. Right, okay, so I'm just going to apply it like a regular moisturiser. And into the neck. So although it's factor 30 and therefore quite thick, it doesn't feel really weighty like a regular sunscreen would. So I'm just going to go back to the BB cream to even out a bit of the red tone. Probably should let it sink in for a little bit longer, but I'll just see how this goes. So I'll start right at the top, under the eyes. Okay, so I've just taken away a little bit of redness there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn to our minerals. These are very similar to the other minerals with actually minerals in the name, but our powders are very, very finely ground. Don't know if you know about the science of it, but our powders are ground to a 0.5 micron, so you can't actually see the powder with your naked eye. So we apply this using a kabuki brush, also available through our shop. What I'm going to do is take some on the brush and then actually take a cosmetic tissue and dab some of it away, and we apply it actually in circular motions starting at the top. So we really work it into the skin. Don't be afraid of it. You can collect some more off the tissue that I've just dabbed off. This is to avoid a bit of a powder slick on your face. So I've got very minimal on. Just go round. Really working it into the skin. So even though that's a powder, you can see that it's full on with the light reflecting pigments. I'm sorry the light isn't terribly good in here. We've got a really rainy day here in Basel, so I've got the best light that I can. But you can see it's light reflecting pigments there. So all I have is a sunscreen and a mineral powder. That one is the light, obviously a little bit pale. I also have the natural, which is at this time of year a little bit dark for me, but I'm going to use it just on the top and on the cheeks just to show you. So I'll pop it on here. So I'm sort of using this as a bronzing effect almost.